Bolton Wanderers vs Newcastle United 26.12.2011 SelMcKenzie Selzer-McKenzie. Author D.Selzer-McKenzie. My tip: win for Newcastle. Hiker is on the second to the last position in the league. The Bolton during Newcastle United in the upper part of the table stays, but is the game due to the current form of both teams particularly in an interesting way. A good placing of Newcastle is connected mainly with the excellent games at the beginning of the season. Newcastle belongs to the worst teams lately where Bolton keeps them company. Though, the hiker credits a very important victory in the derby of the table cellar the last day. Bolton has celebrated a 5-1 victory against the Magpies at home in the last season, while the result 1-1 was in the street. James Park. The beginning, 26.12.2011, 16. The Bolton they live very dangerously in this season but nevertheless will not give up so easily. Hiker. The series of 5 defeats in sequence followed after Bolton has celebrated a 5-0 home win against Stoke city centre. This was her first one until now, the only home win in this season, and it is therefore clear that they are the worst hosts of the league, and to be more precise with the goals against usually collected. 5 defeats followed, of this 2 at home, and every time have they collected 2 goals against at least. Bolton has handed in a very good game completely unexpectedly and celebrated a 2-1 victory the last day in the guest performance against Blackburn. Despite this victory, the safe zone is still far away. Primarily must the hiker improve their game at home and credit a series of good results if they want finally to get away of the danger area. The fact that Bolton has not played any single draw till now is particularly interesting. They are single in this segment in the league. And to be more precise, the defensive players Mears and Ricketts as well as the midfield players Holden and Lee is still cancelled for injured players out. Coach Coyle has carried out 2 changes against Blackburn in the offensive. He had played Klasnic to only the first goal scorers, so while Pratley and K Davies were replaced by Petrov and Ngog. This was a very good combination. It is that way for us clearly that Coyle will start with the same Startelf. Expected list: Bolton, Jaskellane, Steinson, G.K. Hill, Knight, Marcos Alonso, M. Davies, Rio Coker, Mulamba, M. Petrov, Ngog, Klasnic. Newcastle has thrown into a deep crisis and the series somehow cannot end of bad results. Very good games at the beginning of the season are the reason why there is no panic in the team yet, but they slowly but for certain fall in the table. At present, they are ranking 7th. The winningless series amounts to 6 games, can be described as good by this 2 draws and only this in the old Stratford Stadium. To that they were conquered twice easily, and to be more precise against Chelsea and Norwich, while they have brought in a home draw against Swansea. The highlight came the last day when they have collected a home defeat of WBA. They collected 10 goals against in the last 4 rounds. A goalless game was handed in Swansea, though. One cannot tell that they are bad in the offensive, but they definitely miss much too many scoring chances. They collected a convincing 3-0 defeat against Chelsea, although they had same 3 very good scoring chances. Last Tuesday against WBA they have not used a couple of very good chances again, but the excellent Mbaba succeeded in this duel 2 times to meet. This go-getter also has obtained both goals in Swansea, where they collected a 4-2 defeat. With 13 obtained goals, the former hoping home player is the 4th best goal scorer of the league. He has obtained more than half of all goals of his team in this season. The chance coach Pardew has certain problems with the injuries, but it gave the young Slovene the kick the last day, because Gosling was closed because of red card. In the defense Coloxini has returned, but the situation did not get better through it, if one considers that they have collected 3 goals against. Only the defender Stephen Taylor will be cancelled. Expected list: Newcastle, Coyle, Sanclay, Coloxini, Perch, Taylor, Oberton, Teote, Vukic, Gutierrez, Benafa, Dembaba. One should not take into account the punctuation in the table in this game. The current form of both teams is very bad. The self-confidence of the hosts has climbed considerably after the triumph over Blackburn, though. Everything depends on Dembaba at Newcastle. If one takes all this into account, everything smells somehow of a draw which Bolton has not brought in this season yet. If we want to look for the winner of this meeting, then we guess Bolton.